Pinging. I need it to though.
What is up,
Got some.
everybody? Welcome to Mitch and Maeli Live. We've got some awesome stuff for you today. We're going to be playing Deal or No Deal. So we're going to learn how to analyze a deal in under 2 minutes. And we play this Deal or No Deal game. We do it about once a month. And really, this is part of the Deal Spotter system. So, as we learn to go out and start generating property leads, analyzing deals, negotiating with the homeowners, raising the funds on the properties, and actually closing on these properties, the analysis is an important part, right? The numbers is the most important part of investing, and so that's what we're going to be playing. We're going to kind of gamify it a little bit. So the winner of tonight, whoever wins the most rounds tonight, is going to win a $50 gift card, which is awesome. Now we do have some announcements before we get into that. So we've got some cool stuff going on. It's the holiday season. We've got some fun things that are happening, and I'm going to turn the time over to Maeli to chat about some of the awesome announcements that we have.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Okay, so I just dropped into our chat. So this year for our December episode of Flippin' with Mitch and Maeli, we've chosen to sponsor a family and team up with Little Miracles. So I am the new PR director for Little Miracles, whatever that is. No, it'll be super fun. Basically, I'm in charge of spreading the word and getting the news out there and making sure that this family knows how special that they are and making sure that we really do create a special Christmas miracle for this family. Let me tell you a little bit about the family and then what we're going to be doing for them. And then we're going to be talking about how you can also help us in this pulling off this amazing miracle. So first things first, this cute family, and you can read a little bit about that in the chat, like the flyer that I just sent you. But why a bunch of people obviously, submit families that are in need right now of help, and we chose this family because multiple different reasons. But the husband got killed in a car accident a few months ago. The little baby girl, the wife was left with a 3-month-old baby, a 3-year-old little girl, and a 7-year-old boy. Now it's been, fast forward, it's been about 6 months, so it's not as fresh, but we were able to just sell their house recently they were in the middle of like past Plain City or past Payson, south here in Utah. And she was in the middle of nowhere. She had no family next to her. She was only living there because that's where her husband had a job. And so we were able to sell that house and then help her move out to West Valley. And she had just enough money to do that, but that was it. Like she had just enough money to sell that house to buy this house and be closer to a family. That's good, right? Those are all good things, except for the kids are still sleeping on the floor. The little baby sleeping in the pack and play. She's not necessarily, I mean, she's uh, almost one, so it's been a little bit, right? But anyway, so it's just like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to go spoil these kids, right? And go do what we do best, which is go remodel this home. And so in 7 hours, we are going to pull off a Christmas miracle. The family leaves at 7:30 a.m. and they are going to come back at 4 p.m. And so, as many people that want to show up in red, we're asking you to wear red t-shirts. I'm hoping to have about 100 to 200 people there. Right now, it looks like at least 100 will be there. So I'm hoping to get it to about 200. And everyone's in red, right? Hopefully, we have some t-shirts there, but it'll be first come, first serve as far as that goes. And then we'll let go balloons right when the family pulls up. And then, all of a sudden we'll move all the cars and move everything, and they'll see the house, and it'll be so amazing for them to have a fully remodeled. And what I mean by remodel, this is a very cosmetic, which is so great because we can do it in 7 hours. Um, we're just doing like we're painting the fireplace, we're decorating, right? We're having to put together everything. So all the furniture has to get put together, all the tables and chairs. And so it's just a lot of just putting stuff together and then decor and making sure that it looks really pretty and nice for when they get home. I can't wait to see the little kids' faces. I'm like dying. Oh, it's gonna be so fun. Anyway, and we're filming this whole thing obviously with on our show, and then we're going to give it to the family. So they're going to be able to remember this special moment forever, and relive all the amazing things that people say about them and relive just how special the day was for just them. We were taking them and spoiling them, so they're gonna go to like a bunch of fun activities throughout the day, and then they do have a Christmas party that they're going to, and then they'll be back at the house at 4 o'clock. So if you can come at 4, show up, show some love, and then not more importantly, because that's probably just as important, to be honest. But we do have an Amazon account that we are asking for donations. It's a gift registry. Some of the stuff that is on there now, Amazon is back ordered, and so they aren't going to arrive on time, which totally sucks because all of it was going to be here in time and like 2 days shipping. But of course that's how things go, and we get to just rock and roll with how short notice this was, and it was. We've only known about this for like 2.5 weeks, so this is like cutting it super close. But let me send you a couple of things. So in the chat, I'm gonna put the Venmo. I think that might be one of the easiest things to do, as it is a 501c. You will get tax credits, like all those fun things, and reimbursed for that, right? And we'll get you the tax form and stuff if it's anything like over $100. For sure, you'll want to do that. And then because it might not be here in time, I'm gonna go shop at Target and just go pick up like the bookshelves and the chairs and things like that we need, if they're not gonna get here in time. But I will put the gift registry there anyway, the Amazon gift registry, because it would be nice to just have everything, so you can see. Oh, message is too long to put in there. Okay, I'll copy it down. But that will be it. I will put the Amazon link. Let's see if it took me to the Amazon link. I don't want to go to the Amazon link. Go away. So anyway, I'll put that in there. All the help we could get. Oh my gosh, I'm excited to have you come out. We will be some things that you could be doing while you're at the property. If you're like, oh, well, maybe I don't have money, but I have, I can donate my time. Cool, right? We need all hands on deck. We'll be wrapping presents. We'll be handing out Christmas trees to all the past families that we've helped in the past for, these Christmas miracles. And there's a lot of them. So that'll be a fun activity. And if there's a bunch of kids that want to show up, we're going to be sending them on, in a group, obviously, but we'll be sending them out to go knock doors and hand out flyers and let people know to come to this house at 4 o'clock. So anyway, it'll be a good time, a great way to serve and give back for the holiday season. Thanks, you guys.
That's awesome. Thank you, Maeli. And so, this is our holiday project. We love doing holiday projects when Christmas time comes around. And there's a great opportunity here to volunteer your time, or volunteer a little bit of money, or maybe a little of both. And so, if you guys are feeling, like you want to participate in that and come and help this family in need, you're welcome to. And we definitely need the help, both on the money and on the time side. So, we'd love to have all of you participate in that. Now, we are going to be diving into Deal or No Deal. Let's jump into that tonight. Now, this only works if you participate. So I'm calling all hands on deck tonight. We all have to play tonight, because this only works. It's no fun if only one person's playing. So what you're going to need is you're going to need a calculator, and you're going to need a notepad. You're going to want to write some stuff down. Okay? We're going to go into the rules here in a second. Let's talk about how to play. For those of you, I know we've got some people who are newer on the call, who haven't been part of a Deal or No Deal game before. This is going to be an amazing opportunity to practice running the numbers on deals. It's repetition that makes us good at something, right? And this is an opportunity to get a lot of repetition and a lot of reps in tonight, right? So that you can practice how to run your numbers on deals. So let's go ahead and dive into, let me share my screen here. We're going to dive into Deal or No Deal, Fix and Flip Edition. Look how official this looks, right? It's a game show. Okay, so as we dive in, here's what we're going to be focused on tonight. So a lot of you, we talk a lot about the Deal Spotter system, how we need to be out generating leads. And from those leads, we run the numbers on the deal. Right? Before we do anything else, we run the numbers on the deal. If the numbers work, then we go ahead and make an offer, and we start negotiating with the homeowner. And then we jump into our long analysis, which is more of our due diligence. We raise our money during this period, and then of course step number 5, we close on the deal. So what we're practicing tonight with Deal or No Deal is this quick analysis section. Okay, so grab a calculator, grab a notepad, let's jump in and play. And as an extra kind of reward, we are going to be giving a $50 gift card, Venmo, a $50 Venmo to whoever wins the most rounds tonight. So get competitive here. Let's play against each other. Let's go out and have some fun. And most importantly, let's learn how to analyze deals quickly. Okay, so here are the rules. Here's how we play. So the moderator, that's me, the moderator or the winning player of the last round identifies a city. So we're going to pick a city that we're going to work in each round. The moderator identifies a property. The purchase price will be played as listed on Zillow. So we're going to make an assumption in this case that the purchase price that we're going to be playing with is whatever Zillow says, the Zestimate. Okay, so that's our purchase price. So this is where your notes come in, and each round you're going to want to write down purchase price, right? Which is the Zestimate on Zillow. Moderator will provide 3 comps. I'm just going to make comps on the spot. Now, when we're running our numbers, you want to grab 3 comps. We're going to take the average of those comps. And that helps us get an ARV. So if we've got 3 comps, we take the sales price on each comp, we add them up. So, add each of the sales prices up, and then we divide it by 3. That will give us the average. That gives us our ARV. Then players will calculate a minimum desired profit as $40,000. So every time we're running numbers, we want to pay ourselves, right? And we're going to calculate our minimum desired profit. For the sake of the game tonight, we're going to say across the board that that's 40 grand. And then players calculate buying costs as 3% of the purchase price. So if the purchase price, as listed as the Zestimate on Zillow, is $300,000, then you're going to take 3% of $300,000, right? And that will be your buying costs. Then we calculate the holding costs at 6% of the purchase price. So just like we do in the real world, right? We're calculating the ARV, we're subtracting our minimum desired profit, we're subtracting our buying costs, our holding costs, and our selling costs. So our holding costs will be calculated as 6% of the purchase price. Now, this usually encompasses things like insurance and utilities and interest on our loans. When we're using other people's money to go out and do deals. So that's that we're going to calculate at 6% of the purchase price. Then we're going to calculate the sale cost. So we've already calculated the ARV. That's what we're going to be selling the property for, right? So our sales costs are going to be 7% of the ARV. Now I want to point out, when we're calculating buying costs and holding costs, we're calculating it based on the purchase price. But when we're calculating our sale costs, we're calculating it based on the after repair value. And then step number 9, players calculate estimated construction cost of $40 per square foot. So when we pull up a property on Zillow, it's going to tell us what the purchase price is, right? What the Zestimate is. And then it's also going to tell us what the square footage is. So whatever that square footage is on the deal, we're going to take $40 per square foot, times it by the square footage, and that's going to be our estimated construction costs. Then players subtract all the calculations from the ARV. So we take the ARV minus our minimum desired profit, minus our buying costs, minus our holding costs, minus our sales costs, and minus our estimated construction costs. And that gives us our maximum offer price here on number 10. So that's how we're going to find out. Then this is exactly how we run our numbers in the real world, right? We take the ARV, subtract all those things, and that gives us the maximum number that we can buy that property for. So we're going to take that maximum offer price. If that offer price is above what their asking price is, then there's room to play, right? There's room to negotiate. In that case, that would be a deal. So for the sake of the round, whoever wins is whoever puts deal or no deal into the chat first. If it's a deal, put deal in the chat. The first one to get it right is going to win the round. If the maximum offer price is below their asking price, then there's no room to negotiate, right? And we're going to use that as kind of the baseline for the sake of the game today. So if it's below the asking price, players type no deal into the chat. So you're going to put deal or no deal. As soon as you figure out your calculation, it's a speed round. We're going to have 2 minutes on the clock for each round. First one to put deal or no deal into the chat wins the round. The person that wins the most rounds tonight gets a $50 gift card. So you're going to want to play hard. And everybody needs to play. This is important practice. This is important practice for what we're doing out in the real world, right? Okay, so let's open it up to questions real quick. Are there any questions on how to play Deal or No Deal? Please come off mute. Let me know if you've got any questions on this. Everybody's a master at this? Okay. All right. We ready to play? Who's playing? Give me in the chat. Who's playing? Who's ready? Give me a ready in the chat if we're ready to go. All right, Henry. I appreciate that. You're the only one playing tonight. Who else is playing? Come on. Sasha, we're ready. All right. Scott and Alicia, guys, you guys you're gonna want to jump in and do this. You guys are hitting this education soon. Scott's ready to go. Perfect. Heather, I'll try my best. All right. Well, that's all we can ask, right? We all just try our best. So, all right, let's dive in and let's start playing. So, for those of you who are joining us on YouTube, looks like Tamara is ready to go. Go ahead and just type into the chat, into the YouTube chat, what the deal or no deal, and we'll be monitoring both at the same time. So let's go through an example round here. So we're going to share my screen. Let's go through this example round. All right. Okay, so if we jump into Zillow, this is just a practice round, so everybody practice on this one. Okay, if we go into Zillow and we type in Salt Lake City, Utah. Okay. We can dive into, let's dive into the Sugar House area here. A lot of properties popping up in Sugar House. That's cool. Okay. Here's a good one. Let's check this guy out. Okay, so they're asking $519, so that would be our purchase price. Okay, so $519. Let's pull it up here. Internet's being a little slow tonight. Sorry about that. Oh, this one looks already remodeled. Okay, that's not gonna be a good one.
I mean, I'd say it's a crappy remodel, but yeah.
Yeah, they tried.
They kind of tried. If you
let's try this one. That one looks like it might need a little love.
It's hard to tell with the price points. It's like all over the map right now. It's so crazy out there.
Yeah, but we could be up in the 900s in Sugar House, so okay.
Oh, for sure.
Alrighty, so this one looks like it needs a little love. Definitely needs some new carpet, some new paint.
Click on see all 18 photos. There you go. So it shows that there's 3,200 square feet, but it's probably the basement then is unfinished. Oh yeah, look
kitchen.
at that.
That kitchen. Hey,
Oh.
it's a convertible. Check it out.
I bet the basement's not done either, just because it says it's only a 3-bedroom, 2-bath.
Yeah.
And 3,200 square feet. So
all right, perfect. So here's our property. So $615 is the purchase price, right? Remember, we're going to take our purchase price, and we are going to subtract. We're going to start with the after repair value. So I'm going to start by giving you some comps. Now, for the sake of tonight, for the sake of time, so we can fit more rounds in, I'm just going to pull those comps out of the air. So write down these comps. We're going to take the averages, okay? So your first comp is going to be $890,000. Second comp is going to be $920,000. Third comp is going to be 910,000. Okay, so first comp, 890,000. Second comp, 930,000. Or excuse me, 920,000. And then third comp is 910,000. So if we add those all together and then divide it by 3, that gives us an after repair value of 906,666. So we'll just go 906. 906,000. Now the first thing we do is we pay ourselves, right? So we're going to subtract out, for the sake of tonight, everybody's working off the same profit margin. We're going to subtract out our 40,000 bucks, okay? And then we're going to subtract out our buying costs. Our buying costs we are calculating at 3% of the purchase price. So our purchase price is right here. It's 615. So we'll take our 615,000 and we're going to times that by 0.03 or 3%. That gives our purchase cost of 18,450. So let's put 18,000. And then we've got to do our holding costs, which is 6% of the purchase price. So we just take 615,000 and we times that by 0.06 and we get $36,000 for holding costs. And then our selling cost was that?
So I wish you had your iPad plugged in because then people could follow along with what you're doing.
Yeah. Yep. So let me know if anybody gets stuck. Let me know. Okay. So then we have our selling costs of which is going to be 7% of the after repair value. So we just calculated our after repair value. That's what we got when we averaged out the comps, right? So we're at 906,000 times 0.07. So that's our selling cost, 63,400. Okay, that's our selling costs. And then last thing is our construction costs. So we're going to take $40. Was it $40 a square foot? Yeah. So for the sake of tonight, we're using $40 per square foot to calculate our estimated construction costs. Remember, when we're just doing quick analysis, it's just kind of a best guesstimate. So we use numbers, dollars per square foot, to be able to quickly calculate what this should cost us in the ballpark, just to let us know, hey, is this worth my time to take to the next step and write an offer, right? So we're going to take our square footage of 3258 times $40 a square foot. That's $130,320, right? So $130,320 in construction costs. Now, we take all those numbers and we subtract it from the ARV. So we start with our after repair value of 906 minus our minus our profit, our minimum desired profit of 40,000 minus our buying costs of 18,000 minus our holding costs of 36,000 minus our selling cost of 63,000 minus our construction cost of $130,320. And that gives us $618,000. So, would this be a deal or no deal? It's above their asking price here. That's our maximum purchase price, our maximum offer price. This would be a deal. So, we throw into the chat, Henry already did it, so Henry would have won this round. Deal, right? And Sasha was close behind, so it would have been neck and neck. But Henry got in there first. That would have been a deal, right? And so Henry would have won that round. He would pick the next city that we play in, and we continue round after round. So let's go ahead and get started here. Any questions now that we've gone through the rules? We've gone through an example round. Any questions on what this looks like? Is anybody confused on how to play here? All right. Now, to make it even more difficult for you, we're going to put it on a 2-minute timer. Each round is 2 minutes. Okay? So within that 2 minutes, as soon as you figure out deal or no deal, make sure you pop it in the chat. You want to be the first one. All right. So for round one, Henry,
and you have to tell us why you got the numbers, like how it's a deal.
Yep. I'm going to pick on you when you put in deal or no deal. If you're the first one, you're going to walk us through how you got it. So Henry, since you were the first one to put in deal or no deal here on the example round, I'm gonna let you pick the first city. You can pick anywhere in the United States, Henry. What city do we want to work in first? Tempe, Arizona. All right. Tempe, Arizona. Okay. Pull my stopwatch up so we can get a 2-minute timer on the clock here. Okay. All right. Tempe, Arizona. Let's zoom in here and see what we got. Okay. Prices look similar to the Salt Lake area. Let's see here. Let's take a look at this guy. He looks like he might need a little love. Looks like it might have gotten some love here already. So let's pick a different one. Let's see. A townhouse. $399. Let's look at this guy. No, that's been remodeled as well. Looks like a lot of fix and flips going on in Tempe, Arizona. All right, let's see here. Townhouse.
It's actually a good thing. I mean, when you see like there's a bunch of remodels, that's not a bad thing. We were right there. 465.
Ooh, yep. I think this is going to be our winner. Is it the avocado garage that gave it away?
Yes.
All right. Well, it's not in terrible shape, but I think it could use some love. Looks a little dated. Definitely not the most stylish paint job, right? We could stand to put some granite in here, maybe some nice new cabinets. It might be an opportunity for a light remodel. Looks like it might need some new carpet. As a fix and flipper, there might be some things that I chose to keep. Definitely not the color of the paint. But yeah, I think we could start here. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. So this is our first comp here, or excuse me, this is our first round property here. Let me give you the comps. So the comps are gonna be 625 is the first comp. 590 is the second comp, and 615 is the third comp. So first comp 625, second comp 590, third comp 615. 2 minutes on the clock, guys. We're ready to jump in. So pencils up. Let's start doing our math. On your mark, get set, go.
Need music. Ding, ding, ding.
Right?
Kind of fun music. Too bad YouTube's so picky with music. It would be a lot easier to just play music and have some fun.
Yeah, exactly. Now remember, it's a timed round, so get through the math. If it's a deal, if your maximum offer is above their asking price here of $465, then it's a deal. If it's below that number, then it's not a deal. No deal. First one to put it into the chat here wins. $50 seconds remaining. 30 seconds. All right, pencils down. Time's up. Okay, so let's take a look. Ooh, Heather came in with no deal. Heather, come on off mute. Let's talk through how you got it.
Okay. What do you want me to talk through?
Walk us through. What'd you do to get your answer of no deal?
So do you want me to do all the math or that's where I'm confused.
Yeah, yeah. So we started with the comps, right? You averaged
Yeah.
out the comps. So we had 625, 590, 615. You added all those together and you
Mm-hmm.
divided it by 3. That gave you your after repair value, right? What was your after repair value?
610. Oh, I think I see what I did. I did something wrong. That's okay. It's my first time.
No, no, you're good. 610.
Okay.
That's it.
Yep.
And then we subtract our 40,000 from that, right? We subtract our minimum
Yep.
desired profit, okay?
Right.
And then next step, buying costs. So we take the purchase price of 465, we times it by 3%. That's our buying
Mm-hmm.
cost. What'd you get there?
I got 13,950.
Okay. And then we have our holding costs, which is purchase price times 6%. So we just double that number, right? So we should have got what, 27,000? Is that what you got, Heather? For our holding costs?
So
Oh,
yeah,
okay, perfect. And then for sales
100.
costs,
Yeah.
we take our after repair value, right? So the 610, and we times that by 7% for our sales cost. So,
Yeah. And I did that wrong. I did the purchase instead.
yep,
So
that's a common mistake. Yep, absolutely. Okay.
whoops.
So, but even with that, so our sales cost would have been even more expensive, right? Even with that, it wasn't a
Mm-hmm.
deal. You came in below the 465. It was no deal. I'm still gonna give it to you because you got the answer right. But we got to make sure that's a common area where people and probably you weren't the only one, Heather. So we need to make sure when on the sales cost we're calculating it based on the after repair value, right? And then we subtract, of course, our construction cost, which is $40 times 1,267 square feet, which gave us what for construction? And then we take all those numbers, or we take and subtract all those numbers from the after repair value, and it came in lower than what their asking price was. So in this case, no deal, right? No deal. So well done, Heather. I'm going to let you pick the next city that we're going to work in for round 2. Congratulations. Round 1 goes to Heather. Let's go to round 2 here. Heather, what city in the U.S. are we going to work in?
I just threw it in the chat, but let's do Pocatello, Idaho.
Pocatello, cool. Pocatello, Idaho. Alrighty, let's take a look here. Okay. Here's a little guy.
That's a trailer.
Is that a trailer? No, it's on a foundation.
I don't know.
This is just an old rickety house. Looks like they did a little remodel on it already. So let's keep looking. Some of these look like trailers, don't they? Here's one for 248. Let's see how this guy looks. Looks like it might need a little bit of love. Yeah, got a little bit of a time capsule going on here. I love it.
It's got such nice flooring.
Okay. Yeah, we're going to need a little love here. There's the garage. All right. Here's our guy. Let's do it. So, our purchase price on this house is $248,000. There's 1,152 square feet. And let's give you some comps. So, round two, our comps are going to be first comp, 415,000. Second comp, 495,000. And third comp is going to be $430,000. So first comp, 415,000. Second comp, 495. Third comp, $430,000. There's 2 minutes on the clock. Pencils up. On your mark. Get set. Go. $50 seconds. $20 seconds. All right, pencils down. Okay, all right. Round two, here we go. All right, Scott, will you share the instructions again, please? We need a little help. Absolutely. Let's go through it. So, so Tamara said deal, Heather said deal, Henry said no deal, Melissa said deal, and Scott said, will you share the instructions again? I love it. So yes, let's go through this. So we start with our after repair value. Tamara, since you were the first one to reply, let's have you run through this. So why don't you walk through what you did to get the answer? So we started out with our comps, right? Our after repair value comparables of 415,000, 495, and 430. So Tamara, what did you do to get your answer?
So I came up with an ARV of 446,667.
Okay. And you did that by taking those three comps, adding them together, and then dividing them by 3, right? Because there's 3 comps, yep. We divide them by the number of data points. So what was your after repair value?
446,667.
Okay. And then what'd you do next?
And then the purchase price I had written down as 248.
So wait, we pay ourselves first, right?
Oh yeah.
So minus our 40,000 in profit.
Run through my numbers differently, but
Just
I
in a
always
different
make sure
order?
I pay myself in there too.
Okay, good.
So yeah.
So
the profit is 40,000.
We subtract 40,000, and then we subtract our buying costs. So how'd you get your buying costs?
So the buying costs are 3% times the purchase price of 248. So that came out to 7,440.
So 3% of 248. Okay. So we subtract that number, and then our holding costs, which is 6% of the purchase price, right?
Yep. So 248 times 6%, which is 14,880.
Okay. So we subtract that from the after repair value. Okay. And then
And
sales
then
costs.
the sell cost is 7% of the ARV.
The ARV being the 446 that we got from averaging out our comps.
So I got 31,267.
Okay.
And then the next thing was to figure out how much the rehab would be, which we figure at a average cost of $40 per square foot. So $40 times 1,152 square feet came to $46,080.
Okay. And now we subtract all those numbers from the ARV, and what'd you get?
I got 307.
307. So that number is above their asking price. So now we have some room to go in and negotiate, right? So if we come in at 307, we're $60,000 above what they're asking. Are we going to offer 307 out of the gate in the real world?
No.
No, we'll come in and we'll offer them purchase price, right? That adds another $60,000 to our profit margin, and we make $100,000 on this deal, right? So yes, absolutely, that made it a deal. So round 2 goes to Tamara.
Tamara. Oh, and thank you, Tamara, for donating to our little miracles. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Tamara.
I'm so excited about that.
Okay, so Scott, talk to me, buddy. Do you does that make sense? Let's run through it. Let's make sure you're on board here. Scott, come off mute.
Please.
Please.
We got it now. I put it in the chat, but we got it now. I just wasn't sure on what to multiply the buying cost and holding cost at, and so I made better notes. So now I know to multiply the buying cost by the purchase price. Yep. Not the ARV. So,
yes.
Anyways, those little things, I'm like, okay, wait, do I multiply it by purchase price or ARV? But it makes sense now.
That's tricky, yeah, because when we're buying it and holding it, those numbers are based on what we purchased it for, right? So those that's going to be based off the purchase price, but our sales costs are based off what we're selling it for, right? So that's based off the ARV. And just Heather kind of mentioned, she's like, I got confused on the that's a common place where where you can get confused. So I'm glad you clarified that. Okay, Tamara, congratulations on winning round 2. You get to pick the city we're going to play in round 3. Where do you want to play?
I want to figure out my hometown, so West Haven, Utah.
Okay, let's go to West Haven. Alrighty, let's take a look here. West Haven, Utah. That's just down the street from where Maeli and I live in Layton. Looks like you got a lot of new development going on there.
Yeah, we don't have much farmland left now.
Oh, I can see why. Lots of new builds here. Okay, let's see. See if we can find a nice little rundown house. Ooh, here's a guy. Let's see how that one looks. Oh yeah, it needs a little love. It's got that cute craftsman bungalow in there. I think if we came in and gave it a little bit of love, we could really make that thing shine. Okay. And with all of this original woodwork, I mean, you could really push the ARV. It's got the original floors. Looks like they're pretty beat up. But if you could do some restoration on some of this original craftsman woodwork and all this beautiful walnut here. That's awesome. It definitely needs some new cabinets, a new kitchen, right? Yeah, let's do this guy. Okay, awesome. All right, so our purchase price is $448,900. Our square footage is 3496. Let's get some comps. So comparable number 1 is 710,000. Comparable number 2 is 610,000. And comparable number 3 is 735. So comp number 1, 710,000. Comp number 2, 610,000. Comp number 3, 735. Pencils up, on your mark, get set, go. 2 minutes on the clock.
Question.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Good. How are you, Frank?
Good. Question. You guys go by square footage as well
Yes.
when you do the ARV, or you just the
just the
sold
comps.
price?
Just for the sake of the game, we're taking the 3 comps and we're averaging them out, and that's our after repair value.
Okay, on the sold price, right?
Yes, on our this is our purchase price here,
Okay.
448. And then you take the comps and average those out. That's your ARV. Subtract 40,000. We're playing on a 40,000 profit margin for the sake of this game. So subtract 40,000, 3% of purchase price, which is 448, for your buying costs, 6% of purchase price for your holding costs, 7% of ARV for your sale costs, and then $40 a square foot for your construction costs. Subtract all of that from the ARV. If that's your maximum offer price. If that's higher than the purchase price listed here, it's a deal. If it's lower, it's no deal. 10 seconds left in this round, guys. Frank will run through it. We'll run through it at the end of this round so we can get you caught up. And then jump in and start playing.
Okay, good.
All right, time's up. Pencils down. Okay. Let's see. Tamara said no deal. Melissa said no deal. Henry said no deal. Heather said no deal. And Scott said no deal. Sounds like we got no deal. Tamara was the first one on the board. So Tamara, come back off mute. Walk us through how you got it. And explain in detail, because we're also getting Frank caught up here on how to play. So walk us through, if you would, please.
Okay. So, like you said, you take out the 40,000 profit first.
So we start with the after repair value.
Yeah, the after repair value. Sorry.
Yep, no, you're good.
685,000, which is the average of the 3 comps that you told us.
Okay. Perfect. And then
subtract the 40,000 profit.
pay yourself first, right?
Yep.
Love it.
And then subtract the buying cost of 3%. And that's $13,467.
So 3% of the purchase price. Okay.
And subtract the holding costs, which we figure is 6% of the purchase price, which is $26,934.
Perfect.
Subtract $40 per square foot for the rehab, so that makes the rehab $139,840.
Okay, perfect. And that gives us a maximum purchase price of, or a maximum offer price of.
Well, we still have to subtract out the selling cost
Oh,
of
you're right.
7% of the ARV. So that's 47,950.
Okay, and if we
And that makes our max offer amount $416,809.
Yep, 416. So we're below where what they'll accept it as an offer, right? So we're below that purchase price, so that makes it no deal. Okay, so obviously it's, you know, when we're in the real world, right? This is gonna, you know, the numbers aren't gonna be as static. We're gonna have to generate our own comps, right? They're not just gonna be handed to us. But this gives us kind of that idea of, hey, if I'm taking the comps and I'm getting my after repair value, you know, it can be subjective to the property. Maybe some properties you want to make 20, maybe others you want to make 40 or 60 or whatever. Subtract your minimum desired profit, run your buying costs at 3%, run your holding costs at 6%, which would include a little bit of interest for like hard money and whatnot, and then run your selling costs. Run your rehab estimation, right, which we're just doing at an average of $40 a square foot. We can run those numbers on the back of a napkin. We can do it on the fly, right? We could be sitting in our car just typing it into our calculator, writing on the back of an envelope, parked next to the house, right? So it makes it really easy to be able to run this quick analysis and get to a number really quick and see what we're able to purchase this house for. So our maximum purchase price in this case was below the asking price. And for the sake of the game, you know, I mean, if we were that close, I'd say in the real world, go out and make an offer. But for the sake of the game, we just play based off that number. So that makes this no deal. So Tamara, congratulations. You won round 3 as well. That puts Tamara in the lead. 2 rounds to Heather's 1. So Tamara, you get to pick our next city. Where would we like to play for round 4?
Let's do Soda Springs, Idaho.
Soda Springs, I love it. All right, pulling up Soda Springs here. Okay, I think, you know what, this first guy, I can't tell if that's been remodeled or not from the outside. Yep, it has. Okay. How about this guy here? "42 photos. Let's check it out. Okay. It's a clean house. Looks like might need a little love. What's the kitchen look like? Not bad. You know, this might be a little clean for a fix and flip. Ooh. Yuck. Definitely yuck. Okay, yeah, this needs some updating. So let's you know, I mean, otherwise it's a really, really clean house. So this would be a really good, you know, quick kind of splash and dash kind of fix and flip. You know, put some sheetrock in the ceiling, finish off the basement. Yeah, needs a little bit of love, but not much, just the perfect amount.
Can I ask your opinion on paneling? Do you paint paneling or take it off?
It depends. In lower end properties, I'm fine painting it. You know, if it's just kind of a splash and dash. If it's a luxury property, absolutely take it off and replace it with sheetrock.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, you got it. Alrighty, so our
If it's in range, though, you still have to take it off.
say that again.
If it's a target, you still have to take it off.
Yeah, mid range, you're still gonna want to probably replace it.
Yeah, but Walmart, you're fine.
Okay, so our purchase price is $335,000. Our square footage is 2838. So, and let's get you some comps. So our first comp is going to be $450,000. Second comp is going to be $445,000. And third comp is going to be $490,000. So first comp $450,000, second comp $445,000, third comp $490,000. 2 minutes on the clock. Pencils up. On your marks. Get set. Go. All right, we're at 1 minute. Thirty seconds. All right, pencils down. Okay, time's up. All right, so it looks like Scott and Alicia are the first ones on the board with no deal. Good job, guys. That's awesome. No deal. Henry, no deal. Melissa, no deal. Tamra, no deal. Heather, no deal. And Frank, no deal. All right. So, Scott and Alicia, come off mute.
Yes.
You guys got
Hi.
no deal. Walk us through. How'd you do it?
So after what did we do, Alicia?
Okay, so after we got the ARV, we started calculate. We didn't even finish calculating everything because by the time you subtract 40,000 for profits, it's already below the
Right.
purchase price.
Which
So we
is,
didn't even finish.
yeah, which is a
So-
really good point. Like if we're running our numbers and we're not even done with the equation yet, and we're already below where we
Right.
know the seller can be,
Right.
right? We run
There's
these
no point in
right.
continuing.
We run these
Yeah.
numbers just to to save us time. Like we do things in the order we do them to save us time, and this saved us time.
Yeah.
We don't even have to write an offer, right? It's just a no. Move
Right.
on to the next one. All right, well done, guys. Okay, so Scott, Alicia, you guys get to pick our next city that we play in. Congratulations for winning round number 4. Where are we playing next?
All right, let's do Lehigh, where we live.
Lehigh, Utah. Let's do it. It's a Mountain West kind of night. I love it. Okay. Alrighty. Lots of development going on in Lehigh. Lots of fun things happening. Let's see if we can find a nice little rundown house for us to come in and flip. Let's look at this guy. 539,000. Looks like it's got some decent square footage. Okay, not much we can do to this property, so let's move on. Maybe paint the exterior, but probably not a ton of margin in that.
I bet we'd
Let's
have
see.
better luck in a place like Orem instead of Lehigh. I don't know.
Well, let's hit a couple of pages here, and if we can't find one, these are all new builds. So if we keep getting new builds, we may have to move to Orem.
I would say probably for sure you'd have a better chance. Lehigh's so new.
Here's a little 1990s special.
Mm.
Yeah, this could use some updating. I love the 45-degree angle arches. That's very 1992 of them. It's awesome. Oh, love it. Yeah, this absolutely could use some updating, right? Got our 90s cabinets with the white appliances. Yep, bathroom needs updating. Guys, here's our flip. Okay. There's a big, beautiful yard. Cool. All right, here's our guy. Okay, so our purchase price is $750. So let's get some comps. So round 5, we're playing in Lehigh. Our comps on this guy. First comp is going to be $940. Second comp, $1,050,000. And third comp is $975. So first comp, $940. Second comp, $1,050,000. Third comp, $975. So purchase price is $750. Square footage is $3,864. Pencils up. On your marks, get set, go. $50 seconds. $30 seconds. Alrighty, pencils down, time's up. Okay. Alright, so round 5, playing in Lehigh. First one on the board, Henry Raid, no deal. We got Heather says it's a deal, Tamara says no deal, and Scott and Alicia say no deal. So let's and Bill says deal. Alright, so we got a mixed board here. Let's figure this out. So, Henry, come off of mute if you would, my friend. Walk us through how we got to no deal.
Yeah, so the original price was 750 or 750. Multiplied that by 3, got 225,000. Then the comps, I didn't write down the third one, but it equaled out to. Ooh, I didn't get that. But I multiplied the purchase price by 0.06, got the ARV and multiplied the square footage, and I got it to lower than 750,000.
Okay, so it came in under 750. Okay.
Yeah.
So you missed the third comp. So that could have
I
affected.
wrote it in my calculator, but I cleared everything. So I only
You
have
cleared it? Okay.
So yeah, can't really go back to that.
Okay, you were the first on the board, so let's corroborate this with someone else that got no deal. I'm gonna have Scott and Alicia. Let's corroborate this because we got a mixed board today, so we gotta on this round, so we gotta make sure we got the right thing.
All right, well, let's see if we did this right. So we added your comps. I think we were at like 2.9 million divided by 3, got $988,000.
Okay.
For ARV.
For your ARV. Then we took 988 and subtracted our 40,000 for profit. And then the next one was buying costs was like 22,500. Is that right?
Then holding costs.
Holding costs, we got 45,000. And then what was next? Sale costs, 69,000. And rehab costs, we had 154,560.
Okay.
So then we just subtracted all those from the 988 and got 661,500.
Which puts us below.
That is below. Mm-hmm.
All right. So, does anybody? So we got a couple of deals on the board. Does anybody want to contest that? Okay. All right. It looks like a no deal to me. So, Henry, I'm going to give it to you, my friend. Well done. So, Henry takes round 5, which means, Henry, you get to pick where we play in round 6. Where would you like to play, my friend?
Somewhere like around Bakersfield, California.
Okay, let's go Bakersfield. Alrighty, let's see here. Let's take a look at this guy. 379. Bill, do you have a question?
No, I just don't know how to turn that on or off.
Oh, you're good. Just checking. Okay, let's roll through this guy. Okay, yeah, I think we can give this property a little bit of love, right? New kitchen, some new tile, new flooring. Looks otherwise pretty clean. We may even get to keep some carpet if we wanted to, right? Could open this up if we so desired. Get rid of this little archway and just have the bar there. Give it kind of more of an open feel. Just a little more modern of an approach. Bathrooms need some remodeling. All right, this is our guy. Okay. So purchase price is $379. It's 1,650 square feet. And we have comps at 550 is our first comp. 545 is our second comp. And 595 is our third comp. So 550, 545, and 595. 2 minutes on the clock. On your mark, get set, go.
Mahia just joined us. Bev, if you wanted to show your rules again.
Yeah, what's up, Mahia? Welcome to the call. We'll go through them at the end of this round. We'll go through.
Mahia, also thank you for all your support for this amazing Christmas charity. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
That's awesome. Yes, thank you, Mahia. "45 seconds." Mary just joined us as well. Welcome, Mary. All right, time's up. Pencils down. Okay. All right, we got no deal. We got Henry Raid with no deal. Tamara says no deal. Frank says no deal. Ooh, and then Scott says deal. Scott and Alicia say deal, and Bill says deal. All right, we got a mixed board again. Okay, let's jump in. So, Tamara, you said no deal. Let's have you share with us your numbers.
So, I took the average of the three comps and I came up with 556,667.
Okay.
And then subtract out the 40,000 for profit.
Perfect.
And the buying cost of 3% times the purchase price of 379,000. So that came out to, oh, I think I screwed up one of my numbers there. Maybe you should have someone else do it.
Okay, let's jump to. Let's see. I want to see one of the deals. So, Scott and Alicia, why don't you share with us how you got to deal?
Oh no! Hopefully, I did this right.
This is our first time doing this, guys.
It's
tonight.
all good. No,
We're learning.
this is we put you on the spot, right? We're gonna make you uncomfortable here for a second.
The comps we had was 595, 550, and 545.
Right.
I think.
Yeah.
And then we got an ARV of 563,000.
Okay.
And then the subtracted the profit was 40. The buying was 11,370. Holding was 22,740. Sell was 30. Is that a 9?
39. Sorry, I write that.
39,410. Rehab was 66,000. So we came out to
$383,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
then
that
we were
was a
gonna
deal because it's above the purchase of
Yep.
379,000.
We're right there, right? So we can offer them their asking price and make an extra $3,000. Okay. Yeah, that math checks out to me. So that means, oh, Melissa said deal, Henry said deal. All right, so you guys were the first ones to say deal. So congratulations, Scott and Alicia, round 6 as well. So let's take a quick tally of where we're at.
Oh, newbies coming in hot. I love it.
Okay, so Heather won round 1, Tamara won round 2, Tamara won round 3, Scott and Alicia won round 4, Henry won round 5, Scott and Alicia won round 6. So, guys, Tamara and Scott and Alicia are tied for first place going into round 7. Scott and Alicia get to pick where we play. What would you guys like to play in round 7?
All right. My birthplace, Riverside, California.
Riverside, California. Nice. Okay. This one looks like it may need a little work. Let's see. A little bit of dead lawn. It's kind of a hint, right? Okay, a little bungalow style, not bad. Not bad. Definitely could probably use a refresh on the kitchen a little bit, but got some granite in there. It's not terrible. It's fairly clean. Let's look at some of the other some of their properties. So looks like we're right kind of in that range that it would sell for anyway, so maybe let's keep looking. There's some dead grass. Nope. Freshly remodeled. Okay, let's keep going. Ooh, here's one. Okay. Yeah, this looks like it might could use a little bit of our love, right? It needs new tile, probably some new cabinets, just updated, right? Flooring's not my favorite, definitely needs a new kitchen. Not terrible, looks clean, but could use a facelift. So, we could finish off this deck a little bit better, this patio, right? Yeah, let's give this one a shot. All right. So, purchase price $639.9, square footage 1,411 square feet. So, let's get you some comps. First comp is going to be $730. Second comp is going to be $810, and third comp will be $800. So first comp $730, second comp $810, third comp $800. 2 minutes on the clock. Pencils up. On your mark. Get set. Go. One minute. $30. All right, time's up. Pencils down. Okay. See who got on the board here. Let's see. We got Bill came in with deal. Scott came in with no deal. So, Bill, walk us through. You were the first one on the board. You said deal. Let's walk through that math.
Well, I'm doing the math just a hair different.
Okay.
The 639.9, 3% of that is 19,197. 6% of that is 38,394. And so you add the two of those together, plus your rehab, your 1,411 square feet came out to 56,440. The average of the three comps was 776, 666, 76, I think it was. Yeah, you add this, you subtract that, you carry the 3 and whatever the heck it is. I came up with our cost of 659,075.
659. Now, one thing I did notice that you missed was the sales costs, right? So when we sell it, we got to pay our agent on both sides, which is 6%, and then the title company, which is an additional.
Oh, I didn't do the
so,
7. I didn't do the 7%.
The 7%. So we're missing that, and that might be the difference. So
yep, I didn't do the 7%.
No worries. That's
the ARV.
That's why we practice this stuff, right? Is so we can catch that stuff. So next person on the board, Scott and Alicia said no deal. So Scott and Alicia, you guys might pull ahead into first place on this one.
Yes.
Hello. Okay, so our ARV we came up was 780,000. Okay. And then you've got profit 40. The other cost, buying costs is 19 grand. Holding costs about 38,000. Sales about 54,000, and rehab 56,000. Mm-hmm. I'm rounding.
Yep.
And so we came up with about 572,000, and that's what we need to buy it at.
We're a little low.
That's a no
right?
deal.
So,
yep.
No deal. Move on to the next one. And this is this is a really good example. Sometimes we're all human, right? Sometimes we'll miss stuff in our calculations, and it happens to all of us. In woodworking, which is one of my hobbies, there's a saying: measure twice, cut once, right? So before you're gonna go in and jump in and make an offer, just double check your numbers. Make sure that I know we're on a time limit on in the game, so it's a little hard to run the numbers twice, right? But in the real world, we're gonna measure twice and we're gonna cut once. We're gonna check our numbers, double check, triple check our numbers, make sure we're spot on, and then let's go in and make an offer. So congratulations, Scott and Alicia, you guys pull into first place here.
Hooray.
And we've got about time for one round left, so that was clutch, guys. We got one round left. You guys get to pick round 8. Where are we playing for the last round of the night?
Should we go back to Utah somewhere? Let's go with Orem.
Okay, Orem, Utah. Love it.
Needs a lot of help.
Okay, Orem. Let's see here. Alrighty. Ooh, we might have a little 90 special here. Let's see. Maybe. I got some Formica. Definitely could, these are nice cabinets, but definitely could kind of up the value a little bit. Get some granite in there. Maybe clean up the flooring. Oh, nice hardwood floor. Got crown molding. Definitely, I think if we're going to spend money, exterior needs some love, right? You can do a little work on the exterior. Okay, let's look at some of the other houses in the area. I'm not sure I would be able to add a ton of value to this house. Let's see, what's this guy? Mattress on the front porch might be a dead giveaway. Yeah. Here we go. Why would you, in your listing photos, have your mattress on your front porch? I love that. Okay, and a Hummer in the driveway. Perfect. Okay, so let's take a look here. Definitely needs some flooring, needs some love, right? can help out this fireplace a bit. Ugly cabinets in the kitchen gotta go. Yeah, this house needs us. Okay. Oh yeah, look at that freshly updated basement. Perfect. That's not from 1974. All right. Exterior needs a little love. This is a great one. I love it. Okay. All right. So purchase price 400,000, and square footage is 2282. So let's pull some comps here. So comp number 1, 580,000. Comp number 2, 595. And comp number 3, 620. Comp number 1, 580. Comp number 2, 595. Comp number 3, 620. Pencils up. On your marks, get set, go. 2 minutes on the clock. One minute left. Twenty seconds. All right, pencils down. Time's up. Let's see what we got here. Okay, Frank says no deal. Scott says no deal. Tamara says no deal. Frank, my man, come off the mute. Share with us how you got no deal.
Okay, let's see. So I got a ARB of 598. Okay. Square footage. I mean 3% for 400K is 12K, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 12K. Rehab 91.
Okay.
280. Let's see. I think I missed one number, but I'm pretty sure it's not deal because with the number I missed. So I got 413, but I think I'm missing. Let's see. If I subtract everything that I have right here, right now.
Yeah. So the two numbers that you didn't mention, or the three numbers you didn't mention, was 40,000 in profit. And then our holding cost, which is 6% of the purchase price, right? Which already that would put us, even just adding in the profit would put us below that 400. And then the 7% sales costs, right? 7% of the ARV. So that puts us no deal. So Frank, you take round 8. Congratulations, my man.
Yeah. Even though I missed those numbers, but I realized, okay,
Yeah, yeah. So
it's too
and
low.
if you weren't like in the real life, we're not on the clock, right? We're not. There's no 2 minute timer in real life, right? We're doing that for the sake of gamifying it, but also to show you like we can with some practice we can really get good at just running
Yeah.
numbers number after number, right? So we can
Hmm.
generate a mountain of leads and get through the ones that the sellers are open to selling. We can analyze these numbers really fast. Pull some comps, pull at least 3 comps, get our ARV, subtract our profit, our buying costs, holding costs, selling costs, construction costs, and boom, we've got our maximum purchase price, right? So, that helps us be able to go out and do more deals, having a system that we can plug in and start using this. So, well done, guys. So, we have. Let's take a look at this here. Stop my sharing. Let's bring Maeli back into this. So we have. Let's add these up. So Heather took round 1, Tamara took round 2, Tamara took round 3. That puts Tamara at 2. Scott and Alicia took round 4. Henry took round 5. Scott and Alicia took round 6. That gave him 2. And then Scott and Alicia took round 7. That put them at 3. And then Frank took round 8. So congratulations to everybody who won a round. Scott and Alicia, you guys are our champions for the night. Congratulations. That's awesome.
Congratulations, guys.
Not
you.
bad for being here for like a week and a half, right? That's pretty
Yeah.
awesome. And this is great practice because you guys are about to head into real estate red flags, right? That's one of the next classes you're going to be watching.
Yep.
And that's what we do in real estate red flags. We learn how to
Guys are gonna
analyze
be-
properties. So
We have a head start.
you got a head start on it. I love it, which means also because you won the night, you guys get a $50 gift card. So, add that onto the Christmas budget, right?
Awesome.
So shoot.
Can we actually donate that to the Miracle House?
That's awesome. That is a really sweet gesture, and yes, you absolutely can. We'll
Is
donate.
that what it was called? Miracle House.
Yeah, Little Miracles. Yeah,
I love
absolutely.
that.
Little Miracles.
Little
Yes.
miracles, might as
Yep.
well.
Yes.
Yes, that's very sweet. We will make a $50 donation in your guys' name. So
Awesome.
that's
Thank
awesome.
you.
Thank you, Scott and Alicia. Amazing. Guys, that's all we have for you tonight. I'm going to let Maeli share with us one more time what we got going on for the holidays, and then we will wrap up this call. Maeli, go ahead and take it
Okay.
away.
Yes. All right. I'm going to just copy and paste this bad boy right back inside of our chat. So we do have our Little Miracles wonderful Christmas activity that we are doing this Saturday. We are going to be at this Bohem family house from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Now, you do not have to show up the whole day. You can show up for an hour. You can show up for 2 hours. You can show up right at the very end at 4 o'clock when we're welcoming home this beautiful family. This little bit about the family, you can read about it, but basically the husband got killed in a car accident, really sad story, and left this sweet mom with 3 little children, and she has to take care of them, obviously, and take really good care of them. And so they have nothing really. They're sleeping on the floor. We're going in, and then from 8 to 4 o'clock, we're going in and completely renovating every single bedroom. They're going to have every little thing you can imagine. Like, I'm so excited. The boys' bedroom is going to be Spider-Man, and the little girl's bedroom, because they're going to share. They're getting new trundle bed, because right now they're sleeping on the floor, which, I'm just so excited. It makes me just, and they're getting a trundle, and they're going to be, it's Little Mermaid, boho kind of theme that we're doing in there. And then our section that will be like all hands on deck with our team will be the front room. So we need to put up like a mantle. We'll be whitewashing the really ugly fireplace that they've got. They got the 70s fireplace going on. So we're going to whitewash that. And then we've got to put a mantle up and put, the stockings for Christmas up and Christmas lights. And the Christmas tree will go in that room. And we're going to have a sitting area and a rug. And then bookshelves is what we need to still have purchased. And then all the stuff that we need to put inside those bookshelves. So also in this text thread is our Amazon link. So I'm going to copy that one more time and post that as well in the Amazon link or in the chat. So there's the Amazon link if you want to grab that real quick. Some of the items might not be here by by Saturday. So if that's the case and you're like, oh, Mealy, I can just pick this up at Target. Cool, bring it, right? Just let me know. I can take it off the registry, or maybe something like it, right? We're not being picky here. We're just being super grateful for your generosity and your help with this. So everything works. Bookshelves, like I said, the 2 chairs we still need, and then all the cute little things that go in those shelves. Okay, that's it. That's all we got.
Guys,
see you tomorrow night for the rest of you.
Yep, this is a great opportunity to do some good right here during Christmas time, during the holiday season. So we need your help. We need, if you got a little bit of extra cash that you can donate, if you wanna show up and donate your time, all of the above. Any way that you can help us out, we just want to help this wonderful family. So
we're red.
Yep, we're red. Okay, guys, that's all we have for you tonight. Congratulations to Scott and Alicia for winning the Deal or No Deal of the Month. Perfect time for the holiday season, and so amazing that you guys donated your $50 winnings to the cause. That's awesome. Guys, we're going to be back here next week. We have a guest speaker coming next week. Actually, former student, now turned peer. He's out doing some incredible things. Mike Kessler is going to be joining us, talking about some of the amazing things that he's doing with fix and flips, he's doing with mobile homes, and then he's also going to talk about he invented a product that helps with fixing and flipping. So he's going to come in and talk about his innovation there and how that's helped him and how it can help you in your fix and flip process. So you don't want to miss it. We're going to be back here next Wednesday. In the meantime, guys, stay healthy, stay happy, stay hungry to go out and do some real estate. We love you all, and we'll see you next week. Thanks for being here. Take care.